Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually starting a new series which is build loadouts for Call of Duty Warzone. We're just going to go over what I think's good as a primary weapon, secondary weapon, perks, lethals and tacticals, and we're going to try and do this often enough to give you guys a good class to maybe go out and try and give me feedback on. If you have any really good classes which you think might be a bit unique or something I'm not going to mention, please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this, make sure to like, and if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. So there does seem to be a bit of a strat when building weapons and classes, and this is something that I thought I would bring to you and really show you what I'm using, what I think works, what I think doesn't work. So it's actually going to be somewhat similar to the Best Car in Rocket League series that we do in the channel, but it's going to be purely for Warzone classes. So today, as you can see from title video, the main point of this one is actually the M4, the gun which is great in multiplayer, still seems to be pretty good in Warzone. So yeah, that's what this is around. So it is normally going to be on one loadout, but I do think what I'm about to show you here does actually change. So the two bottom loadouts you can see is WARZONEGHOST and WARZONEOVERKILL. These are essentially the same class, but I'll go into their slight differences, which you can see is the secondary weapon. But anyway, let's get straight into it here. So first things first, the M4. The variant doesn't matter for any of these guns. The variants only change how the gun looks. Maybe it might unlock a few attachments for you if you haven't fully leveled the gun, but all my weapons are fully leveled. So I'm going to jump straight into attachments. On the M4, personally I think that the stock M16 Grenadier scope is the best. So you're getting extra damage range, extra bullet velocity, and improved recoil control, which I do think actually helps quite a lot with the gun. It does have, apparently it has negatives framed out sight speed and movement speed, but this is something we actually tackle in other attachments. So great attachment, really good for upping the range of the gun. Secondly is an optic. Now this one is actually completely up to yourself. An optic is just, I don't know why I've actually started using it. Originally I was using iron sights while using rear stippled grip tip, but I'm just using the G1 mini reflex. No reflexes are required on the guns, it's pure preference. If you weren't using this, it might be worth either using the monolithic suppressor, stippled grip tip, or maybe a perk like fully loaded or something. The next attachment is no stock. So this is where I was talking about the movement and aim down sight speed. The no stock is probably the single biggest change you can make to any gun, and on the M4 I feel like it makes a massive difference. So the aim down sight speed on this gun is ridiculously fast. The movement speed is, it's really mobile. I'm not sure what to compare it to. It's obviously it's not a submachine gun, it's not an MP7, but it's very mobile for an assault rifle. So no stock. I have no issues with this. I know a few other guys run an actual stock, but no stock. The next thing is the commando foregrip. So it's actually the first foregrip you unlock, so this will be quite good for people who are only leveling up the gun as they play, because I do know it only drops rarely. It's recoil, stabilization and aiming stability. So yeah, as it says in the tin, this gun is pretty much a laser, even without the stock. So really nice attachment. The next thing is 60 round mags. So a note that I want to add to this is that fast fire rate weapons are really good, and that's probably a trend you'll see in the guns that I'm making. So M4 is quite a high fire rate. The thing that go along with that, because the time to kill is slightly higher, plus you need to get through armor and the actual person themselves. 60 round mag, really good. You can actually pull off double, maybe triple kills relatively easily with a 60 round mag if you're hitting most of your bullets, so really good. And yeah, that's pretty much the attachments on the main weapon, the M4. So this is, I highly recommend you give it a go. In the comments, if you try it and you have a different set of attachments, let me know. You can see down here on the chart that it's almost like it's pretty tightly spread. The accuracy is quite high, the range has been upped. The mobility is the only thing that's actually negatively affected, but it's still really mobile, so that's really nice. The next one is actually a secondary weapon of a sniper. So the secondary weapon completely depends on the two versions of the classes that you'll be running. Either the Ghost variant, which means you will not have a sniper secondary, or the Overkill one, which means that Overkill replaces Ghost. So we'll actually go through the Overkill one. So the sniper, I'm using the car. This could be literally swapped out for any sniper. I just think this car looks amazing. The AX50 is great, the HDR is great. I've got the longest barrel on it for the increased everything essentially. The aim down sight speed and movement speed doesn't really matter on this gun. The optic is the variable scope, so I think this is quite good. It does provide some glint. There is ways of avoiding this, but I think it's really useful to have this long range weapon along with your M4. The other one is the precision, which again is aim and stability, which stable grip tape for the aim down sight speed, just because, and then the perk focus, which means you can hold your breath for longer. So this is a really nice balanced sniper, which I do enjoy using, but this can be neglected sometimes because of this ghost perk. So the reason I have the second class that has ghost with a random secondary weapon, this does not matter, so I'm not going to get into it, is because you can quite easily find another sniper lying on the ground before you get your loadout drop, which means you can then get this class, drop the pistol for the sniper you had, and now you have sniper, ghost, and two really good weapons. So yeah, that's why I run that. So we'll actually back into this class and I'll go over the perks. So first one's first is cold-blooded. So cold-blooded, super simple. You are pretty much immune to enemy reconnaissance and thermal optics, so really good. Plenty of people use thermals. That's the reason I don't use thermals, because everyone's using cold-blooded. The next one is ghost. So yeah, ghost, pretty self-explanatory. You're immune to UAVs, radar, drones, and heartbeat sensors. And heartbeat sensor is something we're going to talk about after. This next one, so this is something I've been discussing a lot with the guys I play with. I think tracker is a really good perk. When you're in a tight situation where you're going around a building and your squads are fighting, if you can see their footsteps on the ground, knowing exactly where they are is going to be vital. So you actually see that in the gameplay after. If I wasn't using tracker, I think amped is a good secondary, so you can swap weapons faster, so you can change between two guns. But because I have a sniper, I don't find myself changing that, like doing that much, and because I have 600 mags. Maybe spotter might be good, but I'm not too sure. This is just for this class how I run it. I think tracker is perfect. And then the last two parts of the class are actually the lethal and the tactical. So lethal actually could be anything. I think C4 is great because it has such a big radius. I've been able to get multiple people down because of C4. I just think it's great. Obviously you get a bigger, more deadly explosion, but a lot shorter of a distance compared to like a frag grenade. I think a good secondary, like a good backup if you don't want to use the C4, is the thermite grenade, or maybe the Molotov, because they're very good at area denial. So if you throw down a thermite, you've got at least, I don't know how many seconds before the person probably won't run through it, and if they do run through it, you're going to get hit markers, so that's really good. And the last one, the tactical, which I think is pretty much required on every class I use, and I feel like I don't want to tell people because people are going to start using it more, is heartbeat sensor. This thing is clutch. It will tell you exactly where people are. Simple as. It is great. So yeah guys, I'm going to roll into some gameplay now of just using the class, mainly around the M4, because that's what these videos are mainly for. But hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. If you've been enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know your builds down below, and if you want me to feature one of your builds, I'll try it out. But enjoy this gameplay. Guy just died in front of us. Guys are pretty
on this roof, right.
double down.
Where's the other guy?
I just wiped them. Or I didn't wipe them, there's one more left, sorry.
team wipe in here.
Nice. There's still a solo here somewhere.
I'm trapped in here, I can't get out.
Oh, another guy in here with me. Well, where I died.
Mark, you're on your own, I'm trapped here. Nice road.
Yeah, right fucking now.
Oh my god, I took damage from the.
Guys right in front of us, just literally just. Found him. Team wipe. Okay, 40 meters right, directly southwest from me. Coming our way by the looks of things.
Oh, at the
Oh.
rock.
Rock near the runway. He's lying down to revive him.
He's driving. Nice. Literally just to the left of that guy. You down.
Yeah, to the right, look to your right, he's lying down.
I see him.
34 bullets. He's got a sniper. Watch the headshots. Slightly to the left, yeah. There he is. Good looking at him.
Nice. Yay!
Whoa.
Right,
Oh,
so
gang.
they're in this building here. Broke his armor.
There's a...
Okay,
going
his
here.
team is south. His team is down there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out that way. In fact.
Down, don't team wipe.
Oh, good shit.
Nice.
Shootings! Are you shootings?
Holy shit, he went mad.